Hello students, greetings of the day. This is Dr. M. Naglashmi for your paper Research Methodology. The next topic we are going to see is Survey of Literature or Literature Review. Right. Literature survey is a kind of a review of academic sources on a particular topic. So it provides a general idea of existing knowledge, allowing you to classify related theories, methods, and any gaps in the existing research. So it is normally conducted to put your research within existing knowledge while writing your dissertation or thesis or even a research paper. So it provides you a chance to show your connection with the topic, to build a theoretical framework and methodology for the research, and align yourself with respect to other researchers, and to give an idea about how your research addresses a gap. So, it is also possible that you are writing a literature survey as a standalone researcher. So in this case, the intention is to judge and demonstrate your knowledge about the current state of research, to make academic debates on a specific topic. Um, the process of conducting a literature survey remains the same. What are the things you have to, whether you are dealing with a dissertation or a research paper or a thesis, the survey remains the same, right? To conducting a survey remains the same. To write a literature review, so it involves finding pertinent publications such as books, conference papers, or journal articles, right? So decisively analyzing them and explaining what you found. So this process involves major 5 steps. What are those? First one, search for relevant literature. Second, evaluate and select sources. Third one, identify themes, debates, and gaps. And fourth one, outline the structure. And then fifth one, write your literature survey. Okay, so the process involves 5 steps. The first one is search, second one is evaluate, third one is identify, fourth one is outline, and the fifth one is write. For your better understanding, remember these action words. Okay, so a literature survey not only summarizes the existing knowledge on a specific topic, it also analyzes, synthesizes, and critically evaluates the existing sources to give a clear picture of the state of knowledge on the subject. Right? So let us see the steps one by one. The first step, search. Search for relevant literature. So, definite topic is required before starting the literature survey. So, what you have to do? You have to make a list of similar or related keywords linked to your research question. So, try to add new keywords in the list if you find any new keywords in the process of your literature research. And then search for relevant sources. The keywords obtained from the step 2. That is for a search for relevant literature while you are adding the keywords, right? Some of the useful databases to search for journals and articles include in library catalog of your university or college, and that project Muse, that Google Scholar, ResearchGate, EBSCO, JSTOR. So you can use Boolean operators like capital A and D and OR and NOT to refine your searches. So you can also read the abstract and identify that whether it is useful for your specified topic. So if it is useful, then check its bibliographic references to backtrack and identify previous relevant sources. So this is the first step involving how to search, right? The next step is evaluate and select sources. So before selecting the correct source of knowledge, what you should do, you should evaluate which article or resource is useful for your definite topic of search. So while reading any article, ask the following questions to yourself. What kind of problem or question is addressed by this article? What are the key features and concepts of the articles? Is the article addresses some new theories, models, and methods, or uses some established frameworks? So, what are the results and conclusions of that article? How the article helps you to relate to other literatures in the field? Is article helps in your topic? What are its key theories, concepts, and arguments? What are the strengths and weaknesses of the research? So, while selecting any article, make sure that you read any landmark studies and major theories in your field of research, so that its contents are trustworthy. This can be checked by the citation count of the article using Google Scholar. A high citation count specified that article is significant in the field of research and shall be included in the literature survey. So this is the second step. Step number 3. Identify themes, debates, and gaps. So before starting the argument and structure of literature survey, you should be aware of the connections and relationship between the sources you have read so far, right? You in the first step you searched, and then second step you evaluated, right? Now this third step, you should know the connections and relationship between those things, right? Based on your reading and notes you have taken, you can come across for trends and patterns. So whether it is in theory or method or resource, right? The or approaches you read still useful or becomes less popular over time, whether it is relevant even today or if you would have read the literature survey for an article, right? Might be 10 years back. So when you are reading that same article now, you want to quote that something that results they found in that article. You should ask one question to yourself whether that the results found in that article are popular even today, are outdated, right? First thing, and then themes. Which kind of questions or concepts reappear across the literature? So debates, conflicts, and contradictions. Different sources disagree to some extent. And then essential publication. Is there any theories or studies that are prominent and change the direction of the field? So now the very important part, gaps. Still, is there any possibility to explore new things from the read literature you have already done? Still missing in that literature? Is there any weaknesses that need to be addressed? So there comes the very important part, that is research gap, right? The above steps will let you to prepare the structure of your literature survey and give you an idea about how your own research will contribute to existing knowledge. Tip number 4. Outline your literature survey. So that is the structure. Prepare a rough idea of your approach before writing the literature survey. There are many ways to organize the body of a survey. So, depending on the length of your literature survey, many of these strategies are clubbed. So, first one is prepare a list of development of sources or topics and arrange them with respect to time. So, critically analyze, show key points, and summarize them in brief. Then, if you found some recurring themes, put them in a subsection of central theme and concentrate to different aspects of the topic. Then, if you read the sources from different fields or disciplines, then compare the results and conclusions arises from the different methods. Any literature survey is a backbone of new theoretical framework. While writing the literature survey, you should converse different theories, models, and key points of read topics. At last, and not the least, argue yourself for the significance of certain theoretical methods or may combine different concepts to create your own framework for your future research. So this is very, very important step. You have to analyze everything, organize everything, and you have to find out what are the relevant things you have gotten, right? Put them in order and eliminate some of the things which you don't require, and then make ready ready reckon for your next step. Step 5 is write your literature survey. This is the final step. So the literature survey should have an introduction, main body of the text, followed by the conclusion. So the contents on each can be your choice depending upon the requirement of your chosen research. So these are the 5 steps involved in writing a literature review. Thank you. See you on the next lecture.